Nobody expects to go to the NICU. It's usually a surprise for patients, and it can be a really emotionally charged time. It really is a specialized team of care providers who stay on that unit 24 hours a day to provide lots of emotional support to the parents.
It's what fills my heart and my soul, is taking care of others.
When I saw him for the first time in the NICU, it was hard. You know, I quickly had to accept that we were going to have to rearrange our plans. I couldn't hold him. You know, I couldn't see his face, so I just kind of touched his little hand and told him, I'm really sorry that this happened to you. I'm really sorry. And I promise that life's going to get better from here.
In the beginning, Flash was very normal for a premature baby. Had some sugar needs, some feeding needs, very normal for his age. But for several days, he seemed to be fussy and having a hard time calming back down from that. There just was something that wasn't right.
Heather, she got the doctors involved, and she really wanted to dig down and get to the bottom of what was going on with him and what was wrong with him. And I got extremely defensive. You know, he's a newborn baby. He doesn't like getting his diaper changed. There's nothing wrong with him.
With all of our babies, we continue to follow a hunch all the time. Some things in babies are so minor that it does take a nurse to know that something's happening.
I remember walking into the NICU that day. I noticed that the doctor and the physical therapy team and a team of nurses were all standing around him. She said, you know, we've been doing daily reflex testing on him. We're pressing on the bottom of his foot, and when we do that, he's supposed to curl his toes, and he's not doing that with his left leg. I said, okay, so what does that mean? And she said, I don't know what it means yet, but we need to get him to the MRI immediately. And my heart dropped.
You don't just put a newborn baby in an MRI. I think Michaela and I had a bond that she knew that I knew what I was talking about, even if it was something she didn't want to hear.
The doctor approached us as soon as we walked through the door, and she said, okay guys, we found a mass on your son's spine. She said, I'm so sorry. We're gonna get you transferred to Children's Hospital immediately. I think I'll remember that day as long as I live. So Flash has been through 1 major surgery. He has been intubated twice, 3 MRIs, 4 blood transfusions, 4 sessions of chemotherapy. But he has beaten his cancer, so by the time he's 4 months old. You know, Good Samaritan Medical Center, they saved his life. The fact that the NICU nurses detected it early, they had to put up with a lot from me being a defensive mommy, and they did what was right. And when neuroblastoma is found under a year old in infants, there is over a 95% survival rate. And I think that we saved his legs. You know, I think he's going to be able to walk in the future because we found it so quickly.
Being in the NICU is fulfilling in that we send babies home with mothers who feel comfortable with their care, with babies who are ready to go. Even if they're leaving here still premature or still needing some developmental care, we know they're being discharged with the best possible outcome out our doors. We know they're fine, we know they're going to do great, but it's always hard to watch them go.
Someday I'm going to tell him the story of Good Samaritan Medical Center, where he was born, where they took care of him, where they saved his life.